Hi guys, Tracy here with an instructional video on how to change your Scotch ATG refill. I've been asked by a couple of my subscribers to show how I do this. I did talk about the off-brand ATG refills on a recent tape, and in the part where I showed how it refills the same, I did fast forward just because I thought nobody would really want to see an ATG gun being refilled in great detail, but it turns out some people do. So that's what I'm going to do today, because I just ran out of that the non-Scotch, the off-brand ATG refill that I've been using and loving. So the first thing that you need to do is, you see this part here with the plastic arrows on it, you just have to press in on that with your thumb and it just pops up. So then once it's opened, this is what it looks like. Usually if you've run out of tape, this is dangling here. So there are two things that you need to do to be ready to do the refill. The first is you have to get this little white thing off. And so in order to do that, there's just this little lip that holds it on, and you just push that back like that. See, it goes like that. And then I just use my finger to pick it up around there. So that one's gone. And then I have to get rid of all this wound tape. So it says here, open that way. So I need both hands to do that. So you just hold it down and turn it so that this thing is moving independently of this. So you do have to press down on it in order to get that thing to come up. So once it comes up, you just pull all this off like so. Oh, that was a Scotch one. I must have refilled this twice since my recording. Okay, I've got a lot of Scotch stuff that I stocked up on to get work through before I can buy some of the nice super cheap. So now your gun should look like this, and there are instructions on, like there's these little diagrams on here that can guide you, so that if you forget, you can just kind of follow the arrows. So now for me, the most challenging part is always finding the end of the roll. It seems like it's here. There we go. What you need to do is now take this and put it on the front roll. So it's gonna roll off as you use it. It's gonna roll onto the back roll, but the tape needs to start on the front roll. So you wanna make sure that your tape is facing this way so that it's rolling underneath. And you just pop it on there and this thing pops right back into place. So now you have your ATG so that the tape is hanging below the rollers. You want to follow these arrows on your dispenser so that it shows that it comes up this way on this side of the roller. And now there's another arrow here that shows it going down that way. So you have to go down that way and around this roller, and now it's going to circle back up on itself, but it's not going to pull unless if I have my finger on the trigger. So now that my finger's on the trigger, I can pull, and I'm just going to pull it so that it's going right on top of itself. I'm going to pull a little bit extra. Now I'm going to stop pulling, so I've let go of that. And now once it's over here on this side, I need it to go in here and out here. See these two little slots? There's a big slot here. I don't know what that one's for, but I just ignore it and I put it in there and out there. So that looks something like this. Put it in there and out there. And now normally there's a little bit of stickiness on this side that just kind of sticks to, but in this case there isn't, so I'm just gonna roll it a little bit more. So I've got my thumb on the trigger here. I'm gonna roll it, roll it, roll it until it's rolling on itself. And then I know that it's gonna hold down now, because I don't want this to spin in an uneven kind of way, or else this tape is gonna get a little bit out of control. So now I'm gonna put this puppy back on here, and I'm gonna turn it the opposite way that the arrow says for open. So I'm gonna put it down because I need both hands to do that. And I always have a bit of a difficult time figuring out how it slips on. So you're just gonna kind of move it around until it slides into place. It's gonna slide into place in that gap that I didn't know what it was for. That's what it's for. So it's gonna slide into place there and there, and now I'm turning it backwards just until I don't know if you heard that little click, but this is where it went in, and then it clicks backwards. So you just want to look for those two gaps and line up these two things so that they're in the gap. And then turn it a little bit backwards. And now you'll notice that when you spin it enough that it's going to spin over upon itself, you're right at the place where your tape starts. So I'm going to close it off. Don't forget to rub off a little bit of the tape, otherwise you'll have a hard time the first time you use it. So you just need to break the tape so that this will stick to your paper and not to the gun the first time that you use it. So now, what do I have to tape to something else? I'm in the middle of a project here, but here's my 2-piece order. And there we go. So that is how you refill the ATG. Thanks for watching, guys.